All right, so after some quick organization with some other pickups and a quick wardrobe change, let's get to part two of the things I've copped in Japan. So, the previous one went over mostly outerwear and just shirts I purchased. This one, they are going to be a couple more shirts, just more brands that you guys might be familiar with by name, and then some of my favorite pickups again towards the end of the rack here. I'll go over some accessories really quick though. First, a lot of socks. Japan has very good high quality socks for dirt cheap. So, green pair, another green pair, some smileys, and then a red pair from Henderscheme. Super easy to wear. Different colors, so you can wear it under the slacks. And then a nice high-end pair from TT, which is a store in Kyoto. I'll go over in just a bit because I have a couple sweaters from there. Got these cool buttons from a workshop over in Kyoto. Hopefully you guys can see it. Now the lighting isn't the best, I apologize, but it's like a little teddy bear and then like an indigo sheep with actual like indigo fiber. I'm thinking of putting those at like the top of the collar on some shirts that I have that are a little bit more distressed or just like add a little bit more detail to. Almost forgot these, some Family Mart socks. I fucking love Family Mart. That's definitely the number one place I ate at in general, just because of how ubiquitous it is and how convenient, of course. So I had to get the socks. Represent over here when I'm running or doing something. Stopped by GBL in Tokyo, which is like a Ghibli merchandise store. Got a Princess Mononoke handkerchief, my favorite out of all the movies. So, got that. Of course, some Disney glasses. I got these at Disney Sea. They're a little bit wild, but they actually don't look too bad on me, I feel like. I look like I'm fucking The Matrix or some shit. But they also resell. When I searched these up on eBay when I came back to the States, they sell for like $40. I think they sell for like $8 over there. But I'm not reselling these. These are kind of cool, little quirky souvenir to bring home. I also hit up the new Murakami exhibit in Kyoto. So I got a pin. Probably gonna put that on a jacket. Wanted to get a watch. Was hoping to get like a Grand Seiko or a vintage Seiko while I was over there in Tokyo or Kyoto, but I didn't get the chance to stop by a vintage watch store. But fortunately, I was able to get one in Kyoto at a store called Springy. They put me onto a lot new Japanese brands that I'll probably talk to you guys about more in person. But this one comes in a really cool traditional wooden box. And then kind of like a square type of design. I don't really have many, if at all, any square watches. And I've always been a fan of them. But your boy can't afford a Cartier tank yet or any of the squared off APs. So those will have to wait till doctored. But regardless, got that. I'll be wearing that a lot to the office. It has a gray band as well, so super easy to wear. And then lastly, let me just go over some other accessories from two brands that you guys are probably aware of. Got two accessories from Capital. I haven't opened these yet, so I'll break them out right now. The first is a little bit useless, I'm not gonna lie, but I thought it was really cool. And they ended up busting out one that I really liked. But it is like a silver and jade chapstick cover. So like, you just put it over your chapstick, and like, if you share chapstick with like family member, not literally share, but like have the same brand as like a family member or someone, you always know which one's yours. And it's just a little bit, again, quirky. Doesn't really make sense to have, but it was like $30, so why not? And then I got a belt. I'm super hyped on this belt. I think I'll be able to wear it with my light wash 517s a ton, as well as a lot of the other denim. It was a little bit of a pricey belt. It was like at $130, but it's horsehair leather. That's already pre-distressed, so it'll patina a little bit more as I wear it. And then the biggest thing that I liked about it was, of course, Capital always does a good job of balancing like traditional Americana designs with modern aesthetic. And it's got some jewels on there. I tried it on with my pair of jeans in store, and it looked fucking fire. Just because they're very like neutral colors when it comes to wear. It's like a very light orange, red and blue with a western kind of design on the silver. So looking to wear this a lot. Whether I show it off or not, time will tell, but super happy and excited to wear this one. I actually haven't opened it or looked at it at all since I bought it, so it's nice looking at it again. Apologize, let me wrap this up before I forget. Don't want to get lazy. And then kind of show this off in the last one. This is a vintage handkerchief and Boro handmade laptop case. Again, kind of a random pickup that I don't technically need, but I thought was super cool, so why not? But it is from Japan Blue Jeans. Of course, super popular denim company. And yeah, this was on sale for 50%. I actually haven't seen the inside because it was behind the counter when I purchased it, but very similar to the Capital jacket I have. It's a nice light blue paisley print with a bunch of distressing. Super sick, unique. And then inside is all indigo, which is super fire. I didn't see that before. I wish the camera would pick it up, but it's also paisley. But I know it just looks like really dark navy. But yeah, indigo dyed inside. And just so y'all know, roughly 1,000 yen at the moment is translated to $7 US. So originally, this was at 17K. So give or take, that's like 140, 150 bucks. It was 50% off plus 10% tax free for being a tourist. So I ended up getting this for like 60, which I know is a little bit excessive price wise for a laptop case, but it's unique, it's different. And I might just put other shit in here. I don't even know if I'm gonna put a laptop in here. I better use that thing now. But regardless, let's get over to the rack. First, I'll just talk about what I'm wearing right now, though. My quick outfit change. This is a Take Gear shirt. It's like a nice eggshell ecru color. I got it from the Furniture Warehouse exhibition over in LA right before I went to Japan. And there was a guy selling some clothes. He's a fashion student over at FITM in LA. And yeah, he's just making a small brand, get some money. It's a nice little crop. He has this cool design that he put on different parts of his shirt, so it was random when I bought it, and I got a hit on the sleeve, which is pretty cool. And then nice little segue are these pants. These are Koei pants. I'm actually not familiar with the brand. It's like a Japanese Korean brand, and they make like futuristic tech wear, like PAF, comma wear type designs. And I'm not usually into these pants. I'm gonna try to lift it here. The hem is massive, so these should look good over my Bottegas or like derbies, but I really like the cut. I wish I could back it up. Like I said, I might post a video or send some pics later with like full fits with all the new pickups. But yeah, really like these pants. Super flattering. I don't have any really baggy pants. Like these fit under the knee, so maybe start getting into a little bit more Toshi type fits. But we'll see. Really like these though. Probably gonna wear it this week if I see you boys, just to wear them out and you know, just experiment with the fit because you guys make me comfortable in dressing differently. So put that out there. But regardless, let's go over into some of the new garments on the rack. First is a traditional indigo Supima t-shirt. I got this from the Woodblock Museum in Osaka. Like I said, not a lot of pickups in Osaka. We mostly ate in the shop. But this just has like very clean design in the front of like a sumo or slash judo technique. Couldn't tell you what it is or what it reads, but the shirt is super soft. Natural Supima cotton, indigo dyed. Nice little hem as well as a nice length on me. I got this more as a souvenir. Don't know if I'll be wearing it at all. But I wanted a shirt originally from Sumida, where they make woodblock prints still since the 1400s, and the quality is fire. I think the shirt was also like 30 bucks too, so they didn't kill the thing. Next is one of my only pickups besides the belt, socks, and chapstick cap from Capital. It's this nice little long sleeve polo. It's a dark, no, it's black. It's a black color with like a very nice tan and beige accented collar. It also has some embroidery. You know, your boy's a sucker for that shit. It so happens to be a letter B. Couldn't tell you what for. But let me give you guys a quick aside. I hit Capital in Tokyo and Kyoto. I didn't go to the one in Osaka. I also didn't go to the main store in Ibisu in Tokyo, which is a little bit of a regret of mine. But both capitals didn't have shit my size, which is a little disappointing, I guess, just because Capital was so much in the US and I wanted to buy a lot going to Japan. But yeah, they just didn't have my size in anything. Usually I'm a size 2 or 3 in Capital, and all they had was like size 5 or 0, and I could not fit in damn near anything. Also, their selection was a little weird. They're still in like fall, winter, and I'm looking obviously for like spring, summer type clothes. That's why I happen to have a lot of outerwear from Japan. But yeah, they had a lot of like the keel vests that either fit too big or too cropped. They had a lot of their flannels, which are nice, but with all the distressings, but they were like size 5s, so they like fit to my knees because they're already oversized. And in general, there just wasn't much for me to purchase from that was my size, so I couldn't leave without getting something from there. I ended up settling, to be honest with y'all, for this polo, just because it's a nice color, honestly, and it's something I can wear to work without getting questioned by my fucking geriatric patients. But super easy wear. The fit is a little oversized, to be honest. If I can kind of like square it up to me. The shirt is cropped, but if you could see where it is. But it looks good over some flares. I'll probably get some fits off. But yeah, Capital Polo. It's alright. Just happy I left with something from Capital. Next is a shirt from Dry Bones, which is a homemade boutique over in Japan. They have a location in Osaka and Kyoto. This one in particular I copped from Osaka before going to the Tokyo store. Me and my mom were actually posted by their Instagram account because we had talked to our associate being from LA, and it was a really cool conversation. She asked if she could post us, but regardless, what Dry Bones specializes is 1940s and 50s Americana, again, which is right where my style is at the moment. So they have a lot of gabardine long sleeve shirts, a lot of leather vests and like suede coats, fedoras with like really nice details around the top and brim, and then a lot of silver accessories and leather jackets. So of course I had to get something that kind of fits into my current wardrobe, but also something I can wear outside, or just hanging out or going to work. So I went with this dark plaid double pocket work shirt. Super nice quality. I think it's 100% cotton, but it's super soft to the touch since it's made in Japan. The check print is super nice and versatile. I think I could tuck this in, work it with a blazer with no tie. I could also wear it under a cardigan, wear it by itself, untucked. A lot of things I can do with this. Some of the details I want to go over with y'all is the pearl buttons. I'm a sucker for little details like that. And I think it's really cool that they have it on all of those. The double pocket work shirt, of course, very classic design. Goes with everything. Golden satin trim underneath those. And probably my favorite small detail, I don't know if you can see, I might have to move the collar a bit, but it's like a curved crescent, like 1930s, 1940s collar, which is super cool. Yeah, really looking forward to wearing this one. Had a great experience in store, and was very happy I got to make it because it was one of those stores that I only follow on Instagram. They don't post much, but going in there was dope. Everyone in there was dressed fucking sick. A lot of Canadian tuxedos with like bandana type fits, and it was super clean. So super happy I got this. I'll probably make a post on Instagram with a little dump of all the cool stuff they have going on in their store, but this is the work shit. Secondly is a couple pickups from United Arrows. I went in United Arrows in Tokyo and Kyoto just to check out if they had Vujade. I wanted to feel the new collection that Ken released in person, but unfortunately didn't have it in either location. I don't know which one stock it that he has on YouTube, but regardless, here's two pickups I made. United Arrows is a super cool brand just because it kind of reminds me of Uniqlo. They have a little bit higher material, but basic everyday essentials. And they were the only ones that were currently in their spring summer collection. So both of these are a little bit reminiscent of things I probably wear soon in California. I'll go over the pants first. I was sick of getting my fucking denim wet over in Japan. It rained a couple times while we were there, but since they're all vintage, they don't have any of that stretch material, so once they were wet, they were like stuck to my skin. It fucking sucked. So I just wanted to get like a waterproof, easy to wear pair of trousers. This kind of looks like a golf pant to me, to be honest, but super comfortable. It's like a brown seersucker material, breathable, waterproof, and goes a lot with fits. Super clean. Don't really wear anything this material either, so it gives a little bit more texture to things I'm used to wearing. And then right here is just a boucle knit. Boucle is pretty popular with Our Legacy and Marni right now. It's just the type of knit that they use that looks a little bit like fuzzy. I don't know if you could see that detail. But yeah, this is like a very nice light mint green for the summer. When I put it on, it really reminded me of Easter and Tyler the Creator's new small collection with Louis Vuitton with all the green, blue, and pinks he's been using. But yeah, super nice. I don't have anything this color, so I'm going to experiment a little bit with wearing this, either with or without a jacket, and see if I can tuck it into some blue jeans and wear like some white kicks with it. Make it look really clean and simple. But yeah, those are my two United Arrows pickups from their location in Parco, which is huge malls in Japan, over in Osaka. Getting into some of my favorites finally will be these two favorite pickups, probably from my favorite store in all of Japan. I know, as I said previously, it was GOAT, but that's secondhand. I recently went to Taiga Takahashi in Kyoto. He is a Japanese designer who makes Americana staples, or like retros of Americana staples with new materials and colors. It's the same store where I saw Kim Jones, and I also had the pleasure of my mom and girlfriend joining me. So they got to talk to some of the associates, help me choose which fits and which products looked best on me and which size. And yeah, they helped me get two, along with the socks, of course. I got two winter staples that are kind of phasing out. I probably only get to wear them once each while I'm here in Cali, but man, I'm so excited to wear these. Also, first, they were only showing their new collection, so I was actually showing my associate pictures. They had either screenshot or saved on Instagram, and then from there, the hospitality in Japan is amazing. He went down to their basement storage and looked for these in my size and brought them out, all while they were closed, mind you. I pulled up at like 6:40, like a dummy, and they closed at 7, and I didn't leave till like 7:30. They really helped me out, and yeah, super excited to show you these two. First is this retro of athletic sportswear from the 1940s and 50s. It's a simple cashmere and silk crew neck. I've been trying to wear more cashmere since the boys are on Orally now, and it's really soft, supple, and fucking expensive. But I finally saw something worth copying in that sense. And like I said, it's this athletic round neck, crew neck, in this nice tan color. As you can tell, I'm really getting into tans, which is annoying because I know everyone's wearing tans and earth tones right now, but this one's super fire. Like I said, it's 95 or maybe 90% cashmere, 10% silk combo. So this motherfucker is soft as hell, man. The only other material I have close to cashmere is alpaca, and that's on like a blazer I have, and this is way softer. But yeah, some of the details, like I mentioned, is a round neck. This is reminiscent of like 1950s, 1960s PE clothes, and then extra ribbing here at the attachment from the sleeve to the shoulder. This is from a couple seasons ago, so I wasn't really confident in them even having any, if at all, my size. But the boy, and actually let me get his name real quick because I wrote them all down, because I'm telling you, the hospitality in Japan is worth noting, and these guys just helped me out so much. So yeah, there was Aki and a Goat and Yushi over at Taiga Takahashi, or TT as they call it. The store is actually also cool in Kyoto. It's in the Gion area, which is like a very traditional looking section of Kyoto. And it's a half museum, half restaurant, half clothing store. So upstairs they have a tea room that sells food and tea for reserved spots. Bottom floor they have a museum, and right at the second floor in the middle is where they sell all the clothes. So I saw Kim Jones. That's where I met Yushi, and yeah, this is the first of the two. They had it, luckily my size, all the way in the basement. Really helped me out. Looks good. Would rather have you guys see this in person, but yeah, super sick. First cashmere addition to the wardrobe. And secondly, beside the French firefighter jacket, the linen shirt, and the custom denim I made, this is probably my favorite pickup amongst those as well. Again, camera's not doing justice, but this is another reproduction of like 1940s, 1950s athletic sportswear. And this is more of a normal crew neck with a boat hem, so if it's a little more comfortable on my shoulders. But man, I wish you guys could see this. It's an indigo and mixed indigo thread. So like there's threads of like tan, white, and indigo. And man, this shit is so fucking clean. I saw this on Instagram in January, and I had just hoped and prayed that they were gonna have it in the store because I needed this. Both of these, to be honest with y'all, were fucking expensive. They're like $400 or $500 each. I spent like 890K, 890K. I don't know how much it was in 89K maybe in yen, but man, I'm trying to get the details to show you. Oh, there you go. That's a little better. But yeah, tan, white, and blue indigo thread. It's got a little separation in the knit where this one is more horizontal, and then for the rest of the garment it's vertical. Nice long hems, which look a little better because since they're knit, kind of stacks better, and a shorter hem. But yeah, it looks a little cropped on me, but it stretches out when I wear it. This is, I wish y'all could see this. They only had the tan one, and not like this. They had a different tan knit. This one is, I think this is like normal construction. Let me check the tag real quick. And when I see normal, I mean like, yeah, it's mixed indigo, 80% cotton, 10% acrylic, 10% silk. So the material is also very nice and comfortable. But they only had the tan on display. I asked if they still had indigo. The boy didn't know. Went to the basement, checked out for me, got me a small and medium, and copped them. So these are my two favorite pickups, probably from one store. Both of them athletic sweaters, but hey man, hopefully you guys can appreciate the color. It's super sick. I also tried on a Chorco, an indigo Chorco, mud dyed, as well as a couple vintage like zip-up jackets, and I fucking wanted them so bad. I think I sent you guys a picture of the Chorco, but they were like $1,500, $1,600 USD, and I just couldn't. As much as I love the brand and the introduction to the brand in store, no way I was spending that much and then flying with it. Yeah, it's just not something I could see myself wearing for that price point. But yeah, that's Taiga Takahashi, TT. Great experience in store, a lot of stories to tell, and of course came home with some garments. So best of both worlds. Lastly, of course, those are my favorites, but I want to go into essentials that I'll probably be wearing more than those, honestly. First are the pants. Hopefully you guys can see this big smile on my face. I hate to say it, but again, this is another purchase inspired by Ken and his crew. He had a couple videos with Connor Hudson where they talked about these trousers. They're End Hollywood. I think they're slacks technically, but they fit like streetwear. And I'll always remember it because Ken was wearing these with the Stussy varsity jacket, and then Connor was wearing these in this color with the Louis Vuitton Oz jacket. I don't know if you guys could see the cut, but you already know your boys all into flares. This shit is a perfect cut. Super nice and narrow at the thigh, and then flares out to a super nice hem at the bottom. Hopefully the camera can pick it up, but it's a beautiful charcoal gray. And I initially went to the N Hollywood store in Osaka, and they fucking didn't have my size, but I tried on both, a 36 and a 38. The 38 that they did have in this color was way too baggy at the bottom, and then they had a 36 black that I tried on, and I was like, yeah, I need the gray. I have too many black flares, and I'm going to show you another one I purchased. But this gray one was perfect, of a brand that I've wanted for a long time, and they put one on hold for me in Tokyo, in Ginza. So I got super lucky again with hospitality, the associates, and I picked up the last one on the last day I was in Tokyo, in Japan, so very, very thankful for that. But yeah, if you guys weren't familiar with the brand, N Hollywood is created by a Japanese designer. I wish I knew his name by heart, I don't. But he actually moved to California to go to like UCI for like design or something. And to make money while I was in America, he started this brand and called it N Hollywood, which is a play on words for North Hollywood, a little small area in the valley. And it actually blew up in Japan. So he left school and just moved back to Japan and started making the brand. And yeah, it's called N Hollywood. Like I said, a play on North Hollywood, a small area in the valley here. And on all his tags, he actually has the original address of the place he was staying at while he still went to college here in the States. It says something like Bosworth Drive or something, and then the zip code, but it's only like 20 minutes from my house. So it's super cool getting to connect with a brand like that and having them make a product that you wanted for a while. And yeah, there's just little shit I'm gay about. But regardless, finally happy to have these. Gonna wear the fuck out of these to work when I go out with the boys. But yeah, there's the N Hollywood charcoal trousers. 60% conjugated fabric, which is a fancy word for saying a cotton poly blend, and then 40% cotton. Made in Japan though, so you already know a little bit more rigor to their polyester than the ones in the States. I'm going a trouser bender here, excuse me. And these next ones are actually from Parco in Tokyo. I went to Parco in both Tokyo and Osaka. Didn't go to the one in Kyoto because just didn't care to go to that one, to be honest. I already spent enough money. But these are crazy and they're different. This is actually the first purchase I made in Tokyo, and you can't see the color at all. But this is by the brand Color with a K, and it's their Beacon sister brand, which is like their outdoor wear. If you can see the details here, it has like a hiking belt buckle attached, as well as like size adjusters in the back and side. So these are definitely made for like hiking and shit, so I'm just biting Arc'teryx. But what made me originally want these, and I'm gonna try my best to capture the color, but they're like an iridescent like green purple, and it's not something I would usually wear, but the cut was fire on me. And I don't usually see anything like this in America. Iridescent is like too much of a radical style choice, but I can't wait to wear these probably over something like this, just like white shirt and Converse. But yeah, man, really like these. I haven't taken these out since I purchased them, so seeing them again makes me really happy. These were also a pretty penny. I think they were like $2.80, which better turn out to be a good investment because I gotta wear these as the price I paid. But yeah, super excited to wear them. Gonna lose some weight since I gained some in Japan eating all the damn time, but can't wait to wear these iridescent. See what fits I can pull off with them. And getting on to the last two things I have on the rack, the trousers. Woo! Surprise, surprise, more flares. So, if you guys know me, I actually have a favorite set of flares that I'll purchase every year or so, and they are the Wrangler Rancher cuts. This is a 1980s one that I sniped on Grailed. They still make it today, but with shitty materials. So the reason I like these a lot is it's a wool polyester blend. Cheap wool though. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's super fancy wool, but basically it's soft and warm, and then it's waterproof with the polyester. So super easy to wear. I can wear them in the rain, in the office. If I spill like fucking juice or soda on it, I don't have to give a shit. And they just stack well because of the wool component. It doesn't look too lazy. But the reason I mentioned these before is because I went to a store in Nakameguro called JSB that actually did a collab with Wrangler, and by pure coincidence, they just redid the same model that I always wear. I don't know if you can see the similarities here, but literally it's the same fucking cut, which is like insane that they had this in my size at a pop-up that they were randomly doing while I was there. But yeah, let me just go over the quick details. First and foremost, it's still a wool polyester blend, and you guys wouldn't be able to tell, but this polyester is way higher quality than this shit. Like, I can't really do a test, but like, this one has way more weight, but it's more flexible too. So, can't wait to wear these. God, these are fucking sick, man. This is the JSB label. Again, it says JSB and Wrangler. It was a random pop-up in Nakameguro while we were staying there. And by the luck of whoever's up there, had a chance to purchase these. These were also only 90 fucking bucks. 90 bucks. I think I paid 70 for these 80s pair, just because they're rare, but 90 bucks for a brand new pair of flares that I'll be wearing all the time is crazy. They got the center pleat, always a big fan of because it makes your boy look taller. And probably the craziest detail that these have is a zipper hem. So a random fucking little detail there, but this will help with the stacking. Of course, since I put it on the side, it does remind me a little bit of Gallery, but man, I can't wait to wear these. I might wear these tomorrow at work, I'm not gonna lie, but super clean. Another pair of black flares. That's it. I mean it. This is like my 6th pair of black flares. I don't need that many pants to begin with, but just another side-by-side comparison. JSB pair, worn vintage pair. You can kind of see right there that the collab pair is actually a little bit more thick when it comes to the same material, but super hyped about this. Not my favorite purchase, but one I already know I'm gonna start wearing out the gate, so. And last thing, again, a huge purchase from Jean Street in Kojima are these Momotaro denim. So if you guys don't know, Momotaro is me and my brother's favorite denim brand. They've been making jeans since like the late 1600s, and they're based off the legend of the Peach Boy that saved Japan. But basically, they still indigo, mud dye, everything in Kojima where the store is. And they're actually one of only 3 stores in all of the world, along with Merge Beast One that makes like the bear t-shirts over in Germany, and GR8, which is another store in Wakayama that's north of Okayama. But regardless, they're the only one of the 3 that has a Union Station needle machine. If you guys don't know what those are, that's where like the initial first pair of denim was ever produced on those machines, and it was a loom that was made in like the late 1800s. So the fact that there's even 3 working machines still is insane. But they have one. They have one at the Okayama store over in Kojima Jean Street. And out of the 2 purchases I made there, there's this pair of denim, which I'll go over in just a bit, and the other pair of denim that I've been referring to earlier, which is a custom pair. Over in Japan, the Momotaro stores give you the opportunity to make your own denim. You get to choose the color and fit and fibers, and then you get to customize the buttons, the paint that you put on there. And yeah, me and my brother both did an experience. It was worthwhile. Again, another bucket list activity, and it was super sick. They don't come in until like June, which sucks, but it's its own custom pair. We got fitted and everything for them, so I can't wait for those to come in, and I'll show you guys those. Hopefully you guys like the details I added on that. But while I have these, we'll go over these first. So again, Momotaro is a small little brand, well, big brand now, but known for making their denim. This is a black pair of their texturized denim. I'm gonna try to get close and personal here. Looks like little grooves or bumps, but these are just different because I have enough salvage denim, but this one will fade a little bit differently due to the grooves. When you sit, it gives a little bit more of a different pattern. So these are gonna have its own character of their own, which I'm super looking forward to. I'm gonna wear these, try to wear them as much as I can, almost every day. But yeah, these were fitted perfect. They hemmed them. And one of the reasons I mentioned that Union machine is they usually can't do it on non-denim. I mean, this is denim, but just like not straight denim. But the associate helping us was actually the manager of the store. Got his business card and everything. His name was Yamamoto. And yeah, he was able to use the Union Station needle machine to do the hems on mine. Very, very gracious for that and grateful. But yeah, you can see a little bit of the needle stitching there, as well as the selvage. It's all black selvage, so there's not much to show. But yeah, got a pair for Momotaro everyday wear, as well as a custom pair that's coming in later this year. So no complaints whatsoever. I wore these a lot while we were still in Japan, just because one, they're comfortable, and two, I wanted to start getting some fades in there. But yeah, super simple black pair of denim. Gonna be wearing these a lot, a little bit different, and yeah, I'll be taking pictures of the fades as the years go by. Hopefully I can get some nice ones in. But yeah, other than that, I have random accessories of like pins I got and other things. But that's about it for the pickups when it comes to things that I really looked forward to buying and bought myself. Mostly outerwear, unfortunately. A lot of jackets and pants. But I got a selection of t-shirts as well as button-ups and zip-ups that I'm super excited to wear. And in general, it was a great trip. I went with my family this time around, which had some positives and negatives as well. But got to shop and eat with an unlimited budget. I think when it came to food, I spent a little less than like $1,400 for 14 days, which is crazy based on how good we were eating. And then when it came to clothes, I think I spent a little over 3 racks, which I know sounds like a lot on clothes, but I think you guys know how bad I looked forward to this trip and how much I had saved up for like a year and a half, just to be able to have empty pockets. So, you know, everything I got, I love. There's not one single thing I regret buying. The only thing is, I wish I went to more stores. I spent all my money, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but I wish I was able to check out. I didn't get to check out any of the Nepenthes stores or needle stores in Japan. They were all far as fuck from where we were staying, and it just wasn't worth like an hour train ride, unfortunately. I didn't get to check out the main Capital store, which probably would have had something I would have rather wanted than the Polo. And yeah, just some other vintage shops that I wish I could hit up that I didn't get the chance the first time around. But hey, I spent enough money and had a lot of memories made, and hopefully one day I can go with you guys. I'd love that, and yeah, we can just have a good time. But other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching this. I know these are always really drawn out. I hope my voice isn't too boring on these. I'm a little bit nervous recording in front of my iPad in my room, but hopefully I went over everything. You can see the passion I have for the purchases I made, as well as how much I love clothes. Your boy's not really into shoes anymore. It's all about clothes now, and how I can dress differently and how I can experiment and different things I can try to pull off without trying too hard. But yeah, that's that. Thank you guys again. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And hope I get to see y'all guys soon. You can see all these on Body in person. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Take it easy. Deuces.